Have you noticed your morning confidence isn't showing up like it used to, and you've been quietly wondering if that's just aging? Most men over 50 are told it's normal, or they blame testosterone alone. But the real root problem is often circulation, nerve signaling, blood sugar swings, and stress chemistry, things you can influence starting tomorrow morning. In this video, I'll walk you through a simple 4-step routine that supports blood flow, energy, and performance without complicated supplements or awkward conversations. I'm Dr. Barbara O'Neill, a urologist with 40 years of clinical experience helping men restore function naturally. Tell me where you're watching from, and if this helps, like and subscribe. If you've noticed your morning confidence isn't showing up like it used to, let me ask you a private question most men over 50 never say out loud. When it happens less often, do you quietly wonder if something is wrong with you, or if this is just what getting older looks like? I hear that thought every week in my clinic, and I want to gently myth bust something right at the start, because you've been told a half-truth. Yes, aging changes things. But losing reliable morning function is not just a bedroom issue, and it's not simply low testosterone either. Here's what it can actually be: a signal. Morning erections are one of the body's natural check engine lights. They depend on healthy blood flow, sensitive nerves, balanced stress hormones, and stable metabolism. When those systems are running smoothly, your body can switch into that relaxed, responsive state during sleep and early morning. When they're not, the first thing many men notice is a quiet fading, less firmness, less frequency, less confidence. And what breaks my heart is how many good men blame themselves, or they stop being affectionate, or they carry silent worry that they're losing their masculinity. You're not weak, you're not broken. You're reading a message from your body. I'm Dr. Hayes, a urologist, and I've spent 40 years helping men restore function by focusing on the real roots: circulation, nerve signaling, blood sugar, and stress chemistry. And in this video, I'm going to show you a practical, safe, 4-step morning routine that supports your blood vessels and your manhood the way nature designed it to work, without shame, without complicated gadgets, and without turning your life upside down. Before we begin, tell me where you're watching from, city or country, and how old you are. And if you want more clear, honest senior men's health guidance like this, give the video a like and subscribe so you don't miss the next one. Now in Chapter 1, I'm going to show you the morning myth that's quietly sabotaging you, and the one simple self-check that can reveal the real bottleneck in minutes. Most men over 60 wake up and do the same thing. They sit, edge of the bed, edge of the chair, edge of life, waiting for the body to warm up, and then they reach for coffee like it's a rescue rope. But if you feel stiff, slow, and a little numb in the morning, that's not laziness. That's circulation arriving late to the party. Overnight, your body has been still for hours. Blood flow is quieter, joints are colder, and the tiny lining inside your blood vessels, the endothelium, can get sluggish, especially if you've had years of stress, sitting, blood sugar swings, or higher blood pressure. When that lining is sleepy, it releases less nitric oxide, which is one of the main chemicals that helps vessels open and deliver blood where you want it. So here's step 1, and it's gentle. Before coffee, before news, before you check your phone, give your blood vessels a wake-up call in 2 minutes. Stand up, put one hand on a wall or chair for balance. Then do 30 seconds of slow calf pumps. Rise up onto your toes and lower down like you're pressing a gas pedal. Now march in place for 30 seconds, lifting your knees comfortably, not high. Then finish with 30 seconds of arm swings. Let your arms swing forward and back as you breathe through your nose. If you can, add 30 seconds of a slow, easy squat to chair motion, just a few inches like you're sitting and standing without fully dropping down. This is not a workout. This is circulation therapy. Those calf muscles act like a second heart, pushing blood back up. The gentle movement tells your vessels, open up, deliver. Now, the common mistake that steals circulation before your day even starts is this: staying curled and seated too long, then pouring caffeine on top of a cold, tight system. Coffee can be fine, but if you use it to override stiffness, you often miss the real fix. Movement first. Men tell me, "Doc, I don't have time," and I tell them, you don't have time not to. Because better blood flow in the morning helps your energy, your mood, your heart, and yes, your performance. Do this tomorrow morning and notice the warmth in your feet and hands, the looseness in your hips, the clearer head. That's your body responding. And next, I'm going to show you how to switch on the signal that tells blood exactly where to go. Now that you've woken up circulation, we have to talk about the forgotten key, the signal. Because blood doesn't just wander into the right place. Your body needs a message sent through nerves, supported by nitric oxide and allowed by a calm, relaxed state. Think of it like turning on the lights in a room. The wiring matters. And for men over 50, especially men who've been carrying stress for years, that wiring can get noisy, weak, or stuck in the off position. In plain English, firmness and responsiveness depend on two main systems working together. One is your vascular system, your blood vessels opening and filling. The other is your nervous system, your brain and nerves saying, it's safe, we can relax, we can respond. When you're stressed, rushed, or tense, your body shifts into what I call survival mode. Blood gets directed to your big muscles and your heart, not to intimacy. Your pelvic floor tightens without you realizing it. And if you start your morning sitting still, shoulders hunched, jaw clenched, scrolling bad news, you're basically telling your nervous system, danger is near. That shuts down the relaxation response that supports performance. So step 2 is a simple breathing and movement combo that flips that signal back on. It takes 90 seconds. Stand tall, soften your knees, and place one hand on your lower belly. Inhale slowly through your nose for a count of 4, letting your belly gently expand. Then exhale through your mouth for a count of 6, like you're fogging a mirror, and feel your pelvic area soften. Do that 5 times. Now, keep breathing that way and add a slow hip hinge. Push your hips back slightly, then return to standing 10 gentle reps. Finish with 10 shoulder rolls and a relaxed neck turn side to side. You're not stretching. You're telling your nerves and vessels, we're safe, open up, flow. Many men feel this the same day as less tension in the groin, warmer pelvic area, and a calmer mind. And here's a bonus. This also supports nitric oxide messaging because slow nasal breathing improves oxygen delivery and reduces the stress chemicals that block that pathway. If you've been thinking, my body just doesn't respond like it used to, I want you to hear me. Sometimes it's not a lack of desire. It's a nervous system that hasn't been given permission to relax. Do step 2 right after step 1, and you'll likely notice your whole body feels more online. And next, we're going to stabilize the one thing that silently ruins performance by noon. Here's something most men never connect to their performance: your breakfast. Because if your morning starts with a blood sugar spike, your body can feel great for a short moment and then crash. And that crash doesn't just hit your energy. It can hit your mood, your patience, your confidence, and your desire. So you start thinking, maybe it's low testosterone. But many times it's not a hormone problem first, it's a fuel problem. When you eat something sweet or starchy on an empty stomach, cereal, toast with jam, a big glass of juice, even a healthy muffin, your blood sugar rises fast. Your body answers with a big surge of insulin to pull that sugar out of the blood. And when that swing is sharp, 2 things happen that matter to you. First, inflammation and oxidative stress increase, which can irritate the lining of your blood vessels and make them less flexible. Second, your nervous system gets jittery, then sluggish because your brain hates unstable fuel. That's why some men feel anxious, irritable, foggy, or tired by late morning. And when the body is tired and inflamed, it does not prioritize performance. It prioritizes survival. So step 3 is simple and it's practical. I call it the protein first rule. Within an hour of waking, make sure your first real food includes protein and healthy fat, not just carbs. Eggs, Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, a handful of nuts, leftover chicken, even a protein shake if you tolerate it. Keep it simple. Then add fiber. That could be berries, a vegetable, or oats paired with protein, not alone. And here's the easy swap that changes everything for many men. If you usually start with toast or cereal, swap it for eggs or yogurt first. Then if you still want a small portion of carbs, have it after. Protein and fiber slow the rise, keep insulin steadier, and protect your energy and drive through the morning. Now, I'm not asking you to diet like a monk. I'm asking you to stop starting your day with a chemical roller coaster. Men tell me, "Doc, when I eat like that, I don't crash." Exactly. And when you don't crash, you move more, you think clearer, and your body stays in a better blood flow state all day. Do this for a week and watch how your mornings feel. More stable, more capable, more like you. And next, we'll tackle the hidden hormone that blocks results, even if you do everything else right. Now we come to the step most men resist because it sounds soft, but it's often the deal breaker: stress chemistry. If you're doing the movement, you're eating better, you're trying, and yet things still feel inconsistent, I want you to consider this. Cortisol and tension can shrink performance even when your blood vessels are capable. Not because you're imagining it, because your body is obeying biology. When cortisol is high, your system shifts into action mode. Your breathing gets shallow, your shoulders rise, your jaw tightens, and your pelvic floor can clench like a fist without you noticing. In that state, blood is directed to your big muscles and your heart. It's a survival setting, and many men over 50 live there all day. Work pressure, family responsibilities, financial worry, poor sleep, old injuries, even the habit of pushing through. The problem is, pushing through teaches your nervous system to stay on guard, and performance requires the opposite: a relaxed signal, open vessels, and a body that feels safe enough to respond. So step 4 is a 60-second reset you can do anywhere: bathroom, car, desk, without anyone knowing. I call it the downshift. First, exhale fully through your mouth, long and slow, like you're letting air out of a balloon. Then inhale through your nose for 4 seconds and exhale for 8 seconds. Do that 3 times. Now, while you do it, drop your shoulders and unclench your tongue from the roof of your mouth. Finally, place a hand on your lower belly and gently soften your lower abdomen as you exhale, as if you're releasing a belt notch. That little softening tells the pelvic floor to relax. And when the pelvic floor relaxes, blood flow improves and the signal becomes clearer. Men tell me, "Doc, I didn't realize how tense I was until I did that." Exactly. You don't notice tension when it's been your normal for 10 years, but your body notices. And when you calm the stress chemistry, you're not just helping performance, you're helping your blood pressure, your sleep, your digestion, and your mood. This is whole body medicine. Do this reset right after breakfast and again before any stressful moment. It's not weakness, it's control. And next, I'll show you how to lock these gains in with one simple morning promise. You don't need to feel embarrassed, broken, or past your prime. I've seen men in their 50s, 60s, even 70s get real change when they support circulation, nerve signals, steady fuel, and calm stress, because your body can respond faster than you think. Try this routine for 14 mornings and track how you feel. Share your age and progress in the comments. And if you want more guidance like this, like and subscribe. Remember, your best years aren't behind you, they're built by what you do next.